First, what is your name?
My name is Sarah Harris.
Sarah Harris. You have a very interesting T-shirt, and it says...
Oh, got privilege.
Yeah, and so where does that T-shirt come from?
Comes from the White Privilege Conference.
The 13th Annual White Privilege
13th
Conference.
Annual in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Where we find ourselves together.
Yes.
And what brought you to the conference?
I represent an advocacy group in the United Church of Canada.
Oh, fantastic.
Called Firm United, where we seek inclusion and advocacy for LGBT people within the church.
Fantastic. Well, I'm in your sister denomination here in the United States, First Congregational Church of Oakland, United Church of Christ. I grew up in Cleveland and graduated high school a few blocks from 900 Prospect, where the UCC Vatican is. The mothership or whatever
the mothership,
it is.
Yeah.
So you have a very interesting story. Yeah, you did a film about it?
I did, for my doctorate of ministry, I did a 15-minute video on the dance of transformation called Through the Pain, P-A-N-E, and dedicated it to an unnamed black woman who saved my life.
Wow. So tell me about this unnamed black woman and how she saved your life.
It's a memory of being quite young, 3 years old, and in a field in Iowa somewhere.
Wow.
And she's caring for me. I just remember something very warm and soft, and this total sense of love.
Yes.
And then a group of men, and I suspect my father was one of them, dressed in white, Ku Klux Klan, and came and ripped her away from me, and in the end killed her. And the external evidence was within a half year I was hospitalized with petechia and kidney failure. And what I realized when I was in nurses training and in intensive care nurses training, that those are symptoms of shock.
Wow. So
I kept being curious about what that meant and have done a lot of journeying around it. But when I came to your workshop and you told your story,
yes.
and
what about my story?
I think a
where you were
3-year-old,
responding to?
being a 3-year-old,
Yes.
and something traumatic and a death,
Yes.
and a sense of
I lost my sister. Yeah.
You lost your sister, someone you loved. You felt responsible. You felt guilt and shame.
Yeah.
I mean, those were.
And I was immediately present to the pain and loss and the death.
And somehow that resonated within me in this story, and I went, I need that. I've done so much work around it, but there's something cellular that won't let me go.
Yeah. So I introduced you to EFT today.
Yes, you did.
And I said to you, oh, we can heal that.
Yes, you did.
No problem, and yeah, it's going to happen today. So what did happen today?
You connected with my 3-year-old in a profound way.
Actually, what when I said EFT, I want to be specific that stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques, and it's an acupuncture-based healing modality that involves light tapping with the fingertips instead of needling in order to heal aspects of the mind, emotion, and even the body. And I promised you that you would not have to relive the trauma of that in order to heal it.
Yes.
And so about what percentage of the pain that you expected to feel as you cleared that out did you find you actually had to go through?
Very little percentage.
Yeah.
I think the more fear was around whether the group around me would stay and
whether they could hold you.
And whether they could hold me.
Yeah.
And that trust, more than I just thought I'd tell you privately and we could do something.
Yes.
But to make it a group was a really important aspect of the healing.
Yes.
But where a lot of the sort of, can I do this?
Yeah. So you witnessed a murder.
Yes.
You witnessed a hate crime.
Yes.
Involving a family member, probably.
Yeah.
And have you ever been able to tell that story with the calm that you have now.
No.
And how is that different?
It's like, it's not that I'm disassociated from it and it's far away. It's like it's now close enough that I can hold it without being terrified of it.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
that my body has let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's something I just need to hold and realize how it shaped me
Yes.
for the good,
Yes.
not holding me back.
And you struggled with this for how many years?
57.
Mm. And about how long do you think it took you to clear it out?
About, what, 15 minutes?
I don't know. It might have been 57 minutes.
It could have been 57.
Let's be generous.
It's been a long journey in terms of what I've done around it, but
Sure.
this final release,
Yeah.
it was within an hour.
Awesome.
It was.
Is there anything that, would you recommend it to others?
I would.
Yeah. Without reservation?
I've only experienced it with you.
So
So I
it
know-
might be something with the practitioner in
Yeah.
particular.
Yeah. So for me, it was just right. Like there was a trust that came. There was a commonality in the story,
Yeah.
and the racial element helped me
Yeah.
because of who you are as a black man
Yes.
and who I lost in terms of a black woman.
Yes.
So it was profound.
Yes. Anything else you'd like to say in conclusion?
Just a tremendous sense of gratitude and the sense of faith that we aren't, things that happen within our first 5 years aren't set in stone, that you can be released from it,
Absolutely.
and that there's a journey worth traveling.
Yeah. And how do you imagine this will make your life different going forward?
I think there'll be a spaciousness I've never experienced before.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was a real gift for you to share this.